Hi everyone, it's Lynn from Devine Central, and today I'm coming to you from Bristol, Tennessee. That's where we are this week, and I wanted to talk to you today about pendulums and how we can use them as clarifiers for our tarot readings. Now, I have a podcast group of tarot readers. We meet up once a month. You can find those discussions on my YouTube channel. And one of our most recent ones had to do with clarifiers. That was the discussion. And I happen to mention that I use, rather than a card, if I need to pull a clarifier, if I need some really crisp, clean, a very clean answer to something, I happen to mention that I would prefer using a pendulum than to pulling a bunch of cards. So today, I want to talk to you about when I would pull one, under what circumstances. And in light of that, I'm just going to pre-pull some cards, which I've already done, to make it short and sweet, and show you how you can use a pendulum yourself for reading tarot. Now, I'm not going to teach you how to use a pendulum because you can pick that up anywhere, but just how I use them. Okay, so the first thing that I want to convey to you is I have 3 pendulums that I use. 2 of them are crystal, okay, and the other one, my favorite, is brass. I happen to prefer the weight of it. I feel like, I don't know, the metal have always just answered better for me. I tend to wrap it around 2 fingers, and then I don't put my elbow down. I keep my elbow up because it plays off your muscles. It's all trickle down, and I feel that that's the best way to use it. Okay, so just to do some really simple, quick, fast readings, here we go. I applied for quite a few jobs in town and out of town. I am absolutely confident that I qualify for every single one of them, and I know that an offer is imminent. What I want to know is, am I going to get a job in town or out of town? And I drew the 2 of Pentacles. Or let's say I drew the 2 of Pentacles, right? Okay. So what I would do if I got that, because where I would go from here would make a big difference if I knew, or if I had an inkling or an idea. So I would take my pendulum, right, hold it over the card, and here I am, you can't see me doing that, but I'm holding it over the card. I will stop it. Okay. Spirit, is this job offer going to be in town? You have to ask one question at a time. Is this job going to be in town? And this pendulum is telling me no. It's a big no. It's not. So do you see how, well, okay, let's ask this question. Let's ask the next question, the most obvious question. Is this job going to be out of town? Oh my God, look at that. I wish you could see my hand being totally still. It's being totally still. Okay, so yes, the job is from out of town. But do you see how that will now change the type of questions you ask? Because now, what kind of preparation do you need to do? What do you need to do? What is everything that you need to do in advance to prepare for the possibility that you might be leaving town? So let's look at the next one. Okay. So I need to, let's do it this way. I am starting a business from scratch, okay? While I'm currently working, and I'm getting ready to drop everything and do it full time. But I need some infusion of money, and I want to know, where is that infusion coming from? And we get the King of Swords, let's say. Okay, so that could very well be my father. This is someone who's very strategic. He's very successful. He wants every I dotted and every T crossed. But you know what? We tend to marry our parents, don't we? Our mothers or our fathers. So that also could be my husband. It could also be my boss, because that's the kind of personality that I draw to myself. Who is this person? Well, you can ask about all 3 of those men. So I'm going to go ahead, hold this up and say, is this person my father? And right away, it's swinging yes. Right away, it's telling me yes. Okay, so if it told me no, it's not my father. No, it's not my husband. No, it's not my boss. The next question would be what? It would be, do I not know this person yet? Or do I know this person? Or do I not know them yet? So you can simply grind it down to a way that you're going to now know how you're going to have to come up with further questions to find out what it is you need to know. So I do a lot of, well, let me do one more 3 card. And then I'm going to do a little bit longer or show you a bigger one. Okay. I lost something extremely important to me. I am positive my roommate had something to do with it. But I want to know if there were others involved. And that's what I got. Right? I want to know the truth, right? Okay, that doesn't answer my question though, does it? All right. So I could pull the pendulum, wrap it around my fingers, and ask them, is someone else involved in this theft? Ooh, it's giving me a no. It's giving me a no. Okay, so now you can go from there. I do a lot of Celtic crosses, and oftentimes every card in that deck, every card in that reading, I should say, or that spread, cannot be a major player. They can't. So oftentimes these cards are filler cards, right? We have nouns or subjects. We have verbs or actions. And then we have our descriptors or our connecting cards that bring the stories to light. So let's say we have a son. Let's say we have a son who's got a very strong-willed father with a lot of opinions, about what he wants for his son. His son just graduated from college, right? And now he is moving into the next, he wants to move on to his fate, to something that's calling him, right? Not necessarily something dad's happy about. So this guy comes to us and says, gee, it's like I just graduated from college, and I kind of have this path that I want to follow. My dad's kind of giving me a hard time. What do I need to do about it? And so, but he doesn't want to tell us exactly what the problems are with his dad. He doesn't want to go into it. But we know that the world takes us from one facet of our life to the next facet of our life. It's that permission. It's that admission to the next phase of our life. And we know that the 8 of Cups is about moving on. And we know that the Judgment card can be about, following our calling. But 8 of Cups tends to be more about leaving something that is no longer working for you. So is there a deeper meaning behind this 8 of Cups? Is this 8 of Cups just a card connecting us, telling us, hey, it's time to move on? We are moving on from here to the next level? Or is there something more, I don't want to say more sinister, but is there something deeper that needs to be looked at for this card? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to push that up there so you can see it better. So what I'm going to do is stop it. All right. Do we need to research this card in more depth? Does this card need to be researched in more depth? Oh my God, it's telling me no. I'm trying to hold it as still as possible. Okay, so it's telling me no. No, it's just a filler. So it is not a major playing card. It's just a filler. Just a couple of more smaller ones now. I want to buy a car. I found a car I like. I want to know if it's mechanically sound. The answer? I don't know. Okay, so what we would do in this case is we would take the car and we would do a reading on the car and say, get my elbow up there. Is this car mechanically sound? It's saying yes. It's kind of a weak yes, but it's saying yes. Okay. Finally, one card. I'm having to deal with this person. I got an issue coming up. And I really want to know if this person is going to be a friend or foe. Because we know that the Page of Swords can be either one, right? We know the swords, we know he could stand in defense of us and die by the sword for us if he wanted to. But he can also be a gossip and a cheat and a liar and tell us whatever we want to hear, right? So in this instance, we know this person can go either way. In this instance, is this person going to be a friend or foe? So my question is going to be, is this person a friend? Is this person going to be a friend? Please answer the question. Is it going to be a friend? And he's starting to say no. So that would tell us that we have to show caution for this. So there you go, my friends. That's just a little bit of an example of how you would use the pendulum to verify or to clarify, if you want, something to do in a tarot reading. I just finished an interview with Dr. Michelle Jacobson, and she has just put out Pet Pendulums, and she's teaching people of all walks of life that you don't have to be some crazy psychic medium in order to communicate better with your pets. I will put that information in my end cap. Please watch that interview because she's fascinating, and she would very much like to hear from you. All right then, thank you very much. Have a great day, and I will be back another time.